Hello, I'm Bob Evans with Fox 13 News. It's been my privilege to serve as MC for the annual combined federal campaign kickoff event for a long time now, and we've had some great times together. But as you can tell, I'm not here with you. I'm here with me, and that's not where you are right now. It's my schedule. I was there earlier before many of you came, talking with the key workers, and we had a great visit. You know, the CFC has always inspired me in the way it reaches its arms around the world to the furthest of places, or right here in our community, to our friends, family, or federal co-workers. We've all been the recipients of generous giving at some time in our lives. One that stands out for me is how friends in our neighborhood rallied around our family as we cared for our baby girl who was born with trisomy 18. That's where the 18th pair of chromosomes has 3 chromosomes, and that causes a long list of genetic problems and disorders that usually end the baby's life before they're even born. But our Sarah lived for 24 days, and for the 6 days that we got to care for her around the clock at home, our friends and neighbors provided meals, broke the ice off our driveway, cleaned our home, did our laundry, even brought in games for the smaller children. They treated us like family. And when Sarah finally passed away, they wrapped their loving arms around us and would not let us go. It's a debt we could never repay. While not all of us get a chance to give like that, what a blessing the combined federal campaign is. For the past 58 years, federal, civilian, military, and U.S. Postal Service workers have come together to benefit local, national, and international charitable causes. Together, since 1961, generous public servants like you have raised more than $8.3 billion. $8.3 billion. Joining the campaign now are federal retirees like my dear friend Carlin Bishop, who retired from the Tooele Army Depot a few years ago. Carlin, I hope you know how I cherish our friendship and how much respect I have for you and your good husband John for all you've done to bless the lives of so many people. How fantastic that federal retirees can continue their legacy of CFC support to charities even after they hang up the uniform. And if not with their hard-earned money, for the past 2 years now, the CFC has enabled our federal public servants to pledge volunteer time that has already amounted to more than $100,000 worth of service. You know, you can always get more money, but you can never get more time. That's a limited commodity for all of us. And our hats are off to those who donate so many hours of service to those who need it most. I hope you noticed those beautiful mountains outside to the east as you came in today. What a great place to call home. There's nothing quite like the Mountain States. As you know, the Mountain State CFC is made up of Colorado, Utah, and Montana, all but 2 counties in Wyoming, all of southern Idaho, and even Malheur County, Oregon. We are one of 36 CFC zones across the country. So, why CFC? Well, one of the best things about the CFC is choice. You decide which nonprofit organizations to show some love to. You always decide how much to give. And as I mentioned just a moment ago, you can choose to pledge volunteer hours. You decide the method of giving, whether it's payroll deduction, credit or debit card, either one-time or recurring payments, personal check, or automatic bank draft. Again, either one-time or recurring. Your personal information is anonymous unless you decide otherwise. And for some charities, that may include an acknowledgement or thank you in return for your kindness. You know what? I'd like to issue a challenge. What if all of us decided, every one of us, to show some love this year by giving the equivalent of the price of 1 can of soda per day? You shouldn't be drinking it anyway, so you'd actually be doing yourself a favor. And what if we gave that to a worthy CFC cause instead? So I challenge you, in fact, I dare you to do that. And here's what I'll promise you as a result. You won't miss it. You'll forever change at least one life for the better, and you'll be happier. In fact, did you know it has been scientifically proven that giving makes you happier and even richer? It's true. Now, there are about 165,000 federal employees in the Mountain States zone. If every one of those employees donated the equivalent of one soda per day, this campaign would raise, get this, $22,770,000. That's astounding. Even if it was just one soda a week, that's still almost $5 million, which is $2 million more than we raised last year. And think of all the happy people. You know, the truth is, without the CFC and without your steady recurring donations and giving, these charities would spend a lot of time and money trying to reach millions of federal employees and retirees around the world. But the CFC helps offset those costs by spreading the word on their behalf and providing the donation platform that funnels gifts right to them, reducing their overhead costs all around. The CFC funds they receive are unrestricted, which means charities are free to put your contributions to use where they're needed most. It's truly a unique campaign in which everyone wins, especially those in need. So thank you, each of you, for being here today, for being involved in the combined federal campaign. You are making the world a better place every day because of your willingness to give. You're making a difference both in and out of the office where you serve, protect, defend, and support others through your professional responsibilities and through every donation, every act of service, and every sacrifice you make. It's what sets us apart as Americans. Wherever there is a need, we are there. If people like you continue to give, to serve, to show some love, like our theme says this year, I know there is hope for a better future for our families, our neighborhoods, our cities and towns, our nation, and indeed the world. Thank you so much. Now, let's show some love.